Hey you guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Tammie, aka Boujee Babes, aka Maybe that's it. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and join the Boujee gang. So anywho, today we're back with a new video. Today I'm talking about how to keep your sanity as a new grad nurse in the ER and stuff. Like, just a new grad nurse, period. Because this is just a whole new experience that they don't teach you in school. Like, we pay all this money just to start all over again. I mean, even though we know our stuff, like at the end of the day we still know our stuff. If a patient comes in diabetic, we want to do AccuCheck, which is checking their blood sugar. A patient come in with a seizure, they're having a seizure, we want to do AccuCheck, put them on a pulse-ox, make sure they're lying on their side, making sure they have an accurate airway. Like, we know this stuff, but once that thing hit the ceiling fan and that shit happened for real, then it's a whole nother story. But with me, I came to a realization when something is happening, I'm just like, all right, fun fact before we get into the details of how I keep my sanity. So it was one time, it was like an afternoon, probably around 4 or 5. You know, it's a chill day or whatever. With my hospital, there's different zones, and me, I'm in the yellow zone and there's the red zone. Out of nowhere, I'm walking, going past the red zone, boom, they're rushing in, people rushing the boy and the girl involved in a MVC, which is a motor vehicle crash. They're focusing on the boy because he keeps passing out. They didn't even come in with the girl yet, so everybody's focusing on, I'm sorry y'all, I'm trying to remember the story. So everybody's focusing on the boy. They focus on him, drawing his lab, putting the EKG, making sure he got his collar on. Everybody's out of nowhere, I see they come with the girl shaking, she walking. I'm like, what the, this is me like, what the I'm like, what the going on? This is me like, what? I know her, the nurse, the triage nurse come out, Tamara, I need your help, we need to do this. She was in an accident too, come on, let's carry her up. So this is me, I'm hurry up, I'm getting the supplies, get it on thing. Like, I didn't even like stop to think. It was like in my mind, I already knew what to get. Okay, I need to go get the IV, get the blood pressure on her, get the pulse-ox on her, get the leads on her. It was just like in my mind, and I'm asking questions, how you feel, like making sure she's staying alert and awake before we transferred her, because the girl was just shaking. I guess because, you know, an accident literally just happened, so she's in shock. So this is me just going. So I'm like, fine the pain. Once I put the IV in, like no blood came out, and I was like, what the like in my head, because one side of her body, she's just shaking, she's shaking. So I'm like trying to attempt to do the IV, and she's just shaking and shaking. So it was hard for me to do IV. But lucky for me, I don't know, in my head I'm communicating like, no, I didn't get the IV on this side, somebody else got the IV on the other side. Okay, we're doing the COVID test, which is, it was just like a whole, it was so discombobulated, but it was organized. Like, everybody was participating and had a part, and we got them transferred over. I don't know what happened, because once they transfer over, that's the end of their story with us. They go to another hospital. I was just excited that we was able to get her stable, and like, I was just excited that I was able to get my hands on and didn't run or was like like, I don't know, me, when I'm ready, I'm ready. That was just a little story I just wanted to share on like how crazy it gets in the ER. I had the 4 minutes of talking. Let me tell you guys how I keep my sanity. Most of the time, I ask questions. Like, these people who I work with, they're older than me. They've been through this situation. They've been through what I'm going through right now. So I like to ask questions like, oh, have you ever seen this? What would you do about that? Have you ever did this? What would you do about that? Like, I'm always asking questions. Or if I don't know how to do something, I'm always telling, like, I try not to put everything on me, because at the end of the day, if I put everything on me, I won't be able to help my patient. So it's like, I need to put something on somebody, or by like asking questions like, oh, if I can't do this IV, delegate this IV. I try not to put everything on my shoulders. Like I said, with the motor vehicle accident girl who came in, I didn't get the IV. That could have just crushed my whole day and been like, oh my gosh, I didn't get the IV. So like, that could hurt my whole day. But because it was like a teamwork, I was like, hey, I couldn't get the IV, get the other arm. Like, the way you keep your sanity, think as if though you're not doing it alone. There's always somebody around to help. I'm gonna talk to your support system and just build from there. That's number 1, to be honest. And number 2 for me is self-care. I don't know if you guys watched my previous vlog. I love going outside. I love going to the park. I just love being up on the mountain, getting some sun, breathing in all the air, the cool air. Like, that is my favorite thing to do. Just relaxing, just breathing, going for a walk, and doing my little yoga moves and stuff, because I don't know how to stretch, but I'll be trying, you know, stretching. So that's a self-care routine I mostly like to do. And then like after coming from work, taking a shower, doing my facial, washing my face, moisturizing my skin, just taking care of myself in general, because at the end of the day, you're taking care of these patients, you gotta remember to take care of yourself as well. And then number 3 I will say is just to discipline yourself, such as planning. Always planning ahead. If you're trying to get this done, just get it done if you can, and you learn from those mistakes. What they say, L's are lessons. So you take that L and learn from that lesson. Like, well, I only been in the ER for 2 months, y'all. I've made so many mistakes. Like, I will forget to check a blood pressure for a patient who's been there for more than 2 hours, but it's like, oh shit, I forgot to take the blood pressure. Or I'll like discharge a patient and not check if they're registered, but thank God, like the whole entire time the registration representative, they're going room to room so often, they keep rotating, so it's like they never miss a patient. So that's like little mistakes happen. So but I don't like take it like, oh my gosh, I'm never gonna be the best nurse, because listen, at the end of the day, you made it. As I say, I'm like, oh, I made it. Shoot, I passed NCLEX, I passed some nursing school, I conquered everything that most people said I would never conquer. So now I'm in it. So I'm gonna make my mistakes, but learn from it and grow from it, and that's it. Like, that's how I keep my sanity. Just self-care, disciplining myself, and building a support team, asking questions when I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna keep it in, because if I keep it in, then I'm gonna be wrong. I might get it wrong or right, who knows. So honestly, as a new grad nurse, just be involved. Sometimes I tend to be very quiet, but when it's time to go, I go. Like, I go. When it's go time, I go. Like, can't nobody stop me. And that's why I'm just like, I can't, that's just on me. That's just me. Like, and yeah, sometimes I do have my times where I'm overwhelmed. Honestly, that was because, like, it was one time I was so overwhelmed, but it was because my preceptor made me work 4 days straight, bitch. Like, I was like, can we take a break? Like, I don't mind working 3 days straight, but 4 days straight, I think that was just too much. Like, I think I'm the type of person, I'll have to work 1, 2, be off 3, 4, 3, 1, 2, and then work 1, and then come back. Because, like, working 4 days straight, and it's too much. But the good thing about it, we're off 5 days straight. So that was the only time I really got overwhelmed. And then within that 4 days while I was working, I mentioned this in my other video where they want me to be by myself, but at the time I was like on day 4, and they want to sit here and have a meeting, and I'm like over it. I was like, nah, I'm gonna just continue to learn. But now that I've been able to reflect, I'm cool. I'm ready to be on my own and like be with my patients, because when I'm with my patients, it feels great. It's when, I ain't gonna lie, you have some co-workers where you like, I don't want to deal with y'all. But when I'm around my patients, it's weird. I be liking my patients more than my co-workers, but it is what it is. I guess because my patients, they come and go. And my co-workers, they're there for my whole 12 hours. This sounds so terrible, but this is me being real. I'm telling you guys how I feel. Like sometimes being somebody's face all the time for 12 hours straight can be very annoying. But with my patients, they're just in and out, so it's like you have a good like connection with them because you like somebody new. So honestly, I hope my tips help. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.